And good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. I'm your host, Leafy Potato, here to AFK for the first couple seconds on this Snowdrift free-for-all. Because I need to get actual music for me to listen to that you won't be able to hear, because I try to take that out so I don't get copyright struck on my channel with all of 59 subscribers. Yippee! And installing this early is probably not great for my ability to not die. Oh well. This is taking place as part of the Saturday SmackDown for the 15th of November. If you're seeing this video in like uploaded January, that's listen, man. Listen. Life's hard. My nearest neighbors are Rockstars and Ashto, so this is going to be a very interesting free-for-all. Sunny asking for some extra time. We see Mr. and Qualvin going at it, as per usual. Mr. taking some farms pretty far-flung. Trying to comment and play is going to be an interesting proposition. If you would like to try some silly game modes and don't like playing in public lobbies, there is a Discord server that you can join that's in the description of all of my videos that will be the place where we host all of these events, whether it be 1v1 tournaments, free-for-alls, 3v3s, what have you. Sunny and Rock seem to be establishing a fairly friendly front line. Mr. and Qual with threatening armies pointed at each other. Joy of joys. I'm gonna see if I go with something a little less orthodox here, how well that's gonna work out. Of course, one difficult thing about doing live commentary while also in a Discord chat full of people is if I have any sort of ideas that I try to talk about for the audience's sake, they know exactly what I'm doing. So if I don't go out first, I'll probably be out second. That's just kind of how this has to go, huh? I figure in free-for-alls it's probably decently worthwhile to just stick with workers. In the like super early game, you're vulnerable to militia, but you get a little bit past that, and yeah, I don't know. Seems to work out decently well. Trying to just dissuade anyone from going all the way across the map just to bother little old me. If I don't have a standing army, I can't be a major threat to them. So, yay. Don't expect this stuff to work in a random public lobby, because it'll probably just be split 50-50 teams. If not a 3v2v1. So yeah, tower spam probably not gonna save you in a public game. Hey, who knows though? I mean, there's enough people that run right into towers anyways. This is mostly just here to buy me some time. I noticed that Achto is investing pretty heavily in just housing, right? Scaling his economy. I'll have to do that soon. fact, I shall begin now. Got enough towers that like 1, maybe 2 choppers shouldn't be a problem. Once somebody's got a hospital on the map, then my eco is going to be under threat, but I'm hoping to just convert it to houses before then, and then maybe I can play for some sort of something. We see Sunny managing to get some damage done on Rock's farms. Rock, having his attention split, almost gets flanked by Sunny's militia horde. Awesome. Rock will just reform. He's got plenty more forces than Sunny does right now. I don't know if Sunny just wasn't producing in the early game or what happened, but he certainly has less militia at the front line, which means that, yeah, taking any sort of fights is just a really risky endeavor. Now maybe Rock gets greedy, pushes into a tower or two. That would be good for Sunny, but nah, Rock's got a solid head on his shoulders. He's not going to do that. Does manage to clean up one of Sunny's harassing militia as well, which is nice. Ashjo just housing up as much as he possibly can, taking a peek over here at Qualivan's base. Seems like he's just playing militia house, as is Mr. I say, as Mr. has a depot producing something. Is that going to be an insta-jeep? It will be. Looking to maneuver around. Curious to see whether or not that's going to be for workers or for militia. I suppose this early game is going to give me at least some opportunity to just observe the opponents, so long as I'm checking up on my housing every once in a while. But yeah, Mr. will strike at some of the farms of Qualivan. Qual's got enough eco locked up in housing right now that it shouldn't be a massive deal losing 1 or 2 farms to jeeps. He does have a 2-farm cluster towered right here, so jeeping it down is not going to be something that's very appetizing whatsoever. Go ahead and queue an extra worker here. Mr. is getting decent economic damage here. It needs to be able to hold a front against Qual, though. And having the jeeps can be nice to make flanking easier, but that only holds if you've got a front line that can work. We've got recons pumping out here just to take advantage of Mr.'s higher than 54 eco. Farms for Qual are dying. Qual will tower his base. He doesn't want to get sniped. Speaking of which, I don't want to get sniped either. I'll go ahead and make a generator with some of my workers. Get another house down. Probably make a turret soon. Just to prevent any cheeky shenanigans, given that I don't have any towers covering immediately over my command center. Placing a turret or two couldn't hurt. For those of you who are not familiar with the stats of units in NRTS, I don't blame you. We see a light tank coming out. Nice. The stats of units and buildings in NRTS, I don't blame you. It's not really public knowledge. We do have a document here that that was graciously provided by Oro, who's the guy who works on this game occasionally. We see Qualivan trying to get up a tower. Tower's taking really heavy damage before it's even up. Mr. Denting Qualivan's militia army pretty heavily, but Mr. will have to back off here. That said, though, tech advantage is very much in Mr.'s favor in the Mr. Qual matchup. So, yeah, for the time being, Mr. seems to be economically ahead, is militarily ahead. Qual's got a static defense in front of Mr., which is obnoxious, but yeah, it won't be the end of the world. But yeah, anyways, stats of units and buildings. Towers will deal 14 damage every 1.5 seconds to something. Turrets deal 24 damage every 1.5 seconds to something. So, something to keep an eye out for. Turrets do considerably more damage than towers, which makes sense, right? They have less range. The only real difference is turrets cost 1 more energy than towers, which can be obnoxious, but it's not the end of the world. Rock has been housing pretty well. Achto's almost done housing. He's got a research facility going so that he's not going to be chopper bombed anytime soon. We've got solid economies over here on my half of the map. Rock still making militia, but sticking to it. Mr. going with early tier 1 does make him more threatening in a skirmish, but he's only got 1 sparring partner right now, who is as low eco as him. So Mr's ahead in the Mr. Qual fight, but that's only because Qual doesn't have very substantive eco. Meanwhile, we're talking about 300 plus eco over here for Achto. Rock is working on it. He's also got an army, so he's a bit more threatening. I'm gonna go ahead and get a research facility myself. Go ahead and queue defense research so we get that in timely fashion. Looks like Mr. is going to just clear out the middle of the map. He has confidence that he can hold here against Qual's militia. Is losing some of the buildings close to his base. Light tank not really doing much here. It should help thin out the militia horde somewhat if it would hit a single shot for its life. My god. And yeah, now we're gonna try to tower cheese here. Qual's lost so much though. Mister's still got an army and it's going straight for his base. Meanwhile, let's check up on Sunny Rock. I mean, what else is there to say? At some point I'm gonna have to make a play to get out on the map. I am kind of stuck. I'd prefer not fighting Achto right now, because that's just gonna turn into attrition. Though, once Qual's base is down, Achto will have pretty easy access to some pretty tantalizing farms. So, might have to reconsider. That said, I currently have 0 army, and Rock is making light tanks. Yay. Rock is still preoccupied with Sunny. If I were to put pressure on Rock's flank, maybe Sunny starts expanding, which can threaten Mister. Mister doesn't manage to kill Qual. Qual's at really low HP, and he's more or less out of the game, but not quite. I suppose, for the time being, I'm gonna go with, I actually don't know if 2 airpad is the right call. It's pretty threatening, just since, I mean, if your base isn't well protected, you just will get melted by choppers. So perhaps now this sparks my opponents making a considerable amount of defense around their base. I just want to build up a bit of a tower wall here just to prevent Achto from taking all my space. Not an immediate threat. What tech do we see from Achto? Just mass workers still? I mean, if it works, it works. Missile turrets nearly done. Okay, four missile turrets with tower support should be enough to dissuade a chopper bomb. Rock's still struggling somewhat with Sunny. I will go ahead and start poking at him. I think he's my most he's the biggest threat if Sunny should fall. I'll just go ahead and start poking at some of the houses. Rocket containment. No static defense. Wild. Nice base. I think that's all his workers too, unless he had some at the front that I'm not aware of. Okay, well, one done. If you want to proof the chopper's the most broken unit in NRTS, there you go. There are some decent contenders for that title, but most of the other ones don't fly. I do need to watch out for Sunny taking over all the purple stuff, but probably prudent to go ahead and get a vehicle depot and upgrade it. You, sir, gonna make a generator back here. Okay, well, Sunny's no longer under immediate threat of death. I think the next direction I gotta shift my focus. So Mr. Qual is still a fight that's ongoing. I don't quite know why. I'm in... Okay. Suppose I can't complain. Get this guy upgrading. Chopper's stuck on trees again. Probably not a terrible idea to just go ahead and drop a hospital. Okay. And we get a worker on generator duty. Actually, probably afford 2 workers on generator duty. Okay. I've got a substantial air force. I don't know if I really need much more. Where's Sunny moving? I mean, there's no static defense over near Mrs. base, so I really don't get this. I say that, probably doesn't hurt to trim the leaves over here a little bit. Oh, he's killing rock. Awesome. Now, how do I prevent myself from having to fight a 2 or 3 front war? That's what I want to know. My position is not all that pleasant now. You'd think yellow is great because it's got all this open space to work with, but that means so does everyone else on the map if they're trying to kill you. So I have to be very careful who hates me and who doesn't. I really don't think I can pick a fight with Ashto right now, though, because I don't have any sort of... Like, I have no capability to start artillerying. It's going to take, like, 2-3 minutes to get that online, too, if I wanted to. Do we have missile tech from anybody else? No, doesn't seem so. Mister's making upgraded vehicles now, which is dangerous. I should probably at least start making tanks. I've got the depot upgraded. Might as well keep it going, because otherwise I'm going to find myself in a position where I need tanks and don't have them. Okay. Worth it. Okay, well, I've got 2 kills this game, if that means anything. It's a terrible tower placement, though. Probably doesn't hurt to just start getting static defense everywhere else. Mr. will still have units, but not having a command center does mean that at least the proposition of him winning the game is out. I think I want to go light on the tanks this time, which is not the same as making light tanks, but rather I mean, the more tanks you have, the more tanks can get splashed, which makes sense, but trying to just use choppers as a main body, use the tanks to to punish an overmaking of anti-air. I'm probably even over choppered now. Let's see, 23 of them. That should be enough. I think what I really need to do is get another vehicle depot up. Have the chopper capacity or like the capacity to make more choppers if I need to. That's the thing, if, not when. I will continue to make workers, because I do think that workers are probably what I need more than anything else. Sonny's still in the game. He's making barracks units though. Repairman. Makes sense. Ashto is in the game, making workers. Qual's gonna get defense research here in a sec. Okay. I think I make some extra workers and I leave them at the back. And I bring these guys with me. Do I have an artillery yet? I do. And a second one on the way, nice. Make a tank now. Dude, oh my fucking god. At least Astro's gonna be broke. How obnoxious. Dude, I swear to God. You know what? Fine. I'll just kick back and make a nuke silo. Whatever. Most obnoxious sort of game I think I've played in a while. Sometimes I seriously wonder why I ever play this fucking video game, man. Oh, wonderful. And now I have to protect myself from a chopper dive. I love my life, bro. We done yet? Dude, my hand's falling asleep. I'm surprised if my base is gone next time I check back in. Oh man, I'm gonna love the freaking arty push. Why did Sonny sell, bro? Oh well, GG. Chilling with a casual $3,900 in reserve. God bless. Oh, that was a game. If you watched till the end, then thanks, I think. Maybe you just forgot to click on a different video. In any case, I hope you have a wonderful day and remember to stay classy.